welcome to the Ashes Beach Cricket Guide. What to expect from 5 of the finest, sandiest beaches in the whole of Australia. And we start here at the wonderful Surfers Paradise, or as I like to call it, Bowler's Paradise. It's just outside of Brisbane and the wicket is an absolute wonder if you are a bowler. It takes quite a lot of bounce. It also takes some spin, but more importantly, it keeps low when you're not expecting it to. That can be a nightmare. Also, there's a bit of a breeze about, so if you're playing with a light ball, it'll just move and you won't have a clue where it's going to go. Something else to like about this pitch is the way the stumps go into the sand. Look at this. Fantastic. And perhaps the highlight of playing here at Surfers Paradise is after a hard day in the field, there are plenty of bars that you can go to, relax and talk about the day's play. Anyway, let's get on with playing the game itself. My glamorous assistant Nolene's going to bowl the first ball of the day. Nolene? Beach cricket venue number 2 is Adelaide, or more to the point, Glenelg, a short tram ride from Adelaide. Now, something in it for everyone here. Bit of a puddingy pitch, not much bounce there for the bowlers. However, if you do connect it, it goes out to the outfield, it isn't going to go far, and you do have to give it a pretty bit of a whack to get it out there into the ocean to get your maximums. Let's see, last time England came here to perform at the beach, didn't do particularly well. The game pretty much went away from them quite early on. So if you are going to come down here and have the pride of the nation at stake, make sure you know what you're doing. Today's glamorous assistant is Kent. Kent, bowl away. Let's see what she does. Get in there. Beach cricket destination number 3 is, of course, Perth, but we've actually come about a 20-minute boat ride out of Perth to Rottnest Island, a wonderful place and fantastic for beach cricket. Not only do you have the slope that goes away from the right-hander, particularly helpful, of course, for the bowler trying to get some caught behinds, but helpful to the batsman are the boundaries. You've got a very close ocean boundary over here, and to this side of me, you've got a very, very close, well, literally a fence boundary. It's almost if they've built it here just for you. Now, when it comes to the wicket itself, you've got a bit of the rough stuff just out here. That can make life awkward, particularly towards the end of the beach cricket day. But over here, there is still some smooth stuff. The ball will come onto the bat quite nicely. So how does the wicket play? Well, I have my glamorous bowling assistant, Sarah, just over here. She's waving her balls about. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes, come on. Beach cricket venue number 4 is Brighton Beach here in Melbourne, perhaps one of the most picturesque pitches on the beach cricket tour. Now, the things to bear in mind here, well, the groundsman has done a lovely job. The surface here, the ball really does come onto the bat, can boost your batting averages for the whole tour, of course. But also, if you look at the consistency of the sand, look at that. Well, there's quite a bit of purchase there. Good for your spinners. Now, something to bear in mind if you are a bit of a cow corner slogger, don't aim towards the ocean, the breeze will knock it back. So maybe a bit of the old reverse slog sweep over towards the beach huts to get your maximums that way. Now, also something else to bear in mind, there's a little bit of cloud cover here today. Now, that will help with the swing bowlers, but it does tend to disappear, so things will get a bit easier later on during the day. Anyway, my glamorous assistant Kylie is with me to bowl the first ball of the day. Kylie! Hold on. And so to the final beach cricket venue on this Ashes tour, and it is here, the world famous Bondi Beach in Sydney. The first thing you really notice is the size of the boundaries. They're pretty large, so you really got to work the singles here, really got to have some fitness, you got to have some big lungs. And something else you got to be aware of, you need concentration. There are an awful lot of distractions here, if you know what I mean. Now, I like a distraction as much as the next man, perhaps more than the next man, but this is beach test cricket. You need to concentrate. This is the last match on the tour. Focus. There's an awful lot of time for distractions if you're part of the winning team. Anyway, how does the pitch play? Let's find out. Here's my glamorous assistant, John. John, bowl the ball. There we go, 6 runs, another series win for England. We retain the Ashes again.